And another thing investors turned their attention to, earnings season. Bob Pisani has a look.
Earnings season is starting up again, and the key question now is, are we at peak earnings? Could earnings start to decline and maybe even go negative in the next quarter or so? That's what's got traders worried right now. Well, the short answer, relax, it's no. And that's what's propping the markets up. First, earnings are trending up. After treading water in 2016, earnings have bounced back in a healthy way in 2017. So the S&P 500, the earnings as a whole are expected to rise about 11% this year over last year and up roughly another 11 or 12% in 2018. Second, look at the scope of the growth. Earnings have pretty much returned to double-digit growth. So we're up 15% in the first quarter, we're up 12% in the second quarter. Now, the third quarter is a bit of an exception. Analysts are only looking for about 5% gains, but that's because of major insurance losses from Hurricanes Harvey and Irma. But financials, particularly the insurance companies, should bounce back in the fourth quarter once all the dust settles. Now, the key to this story is the strong, steady growth in technology. It's been the big winner all year. We've been talking about semiconductors. Semiconductors alone are expected to jump almost 30% in their earnings in the third quarter. That's a huge number. Another big factor is the global growth trade. We call it the reflation trade. It's real. Earnings are improving in Europe, for example. The stock 600, it's like the S&P 500 for Europe. They're expected to grow 5.4% in the third quarter and 16% in the fourth quarter. That's important given how big these U.S. multinationals have become, very dependent on their earnings overseas. Finally, no assumptions have been factored in about tax cuts. Yes, traders are expecting some kind of tax cut to materialize, and there's some kind of premium in the market expecting that to happen, but it's not in the earnings numbers yet. And when that happens, we may see an additional boost. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Bob Pisani at the New York Stock Exchange.